There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800 Damage of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800 Damage of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.
Hello and a happy Wednesday afternoon to you. This is First Alert Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Russ Thomas. A lot to talk about. We're going to get right down to it. What I can tell you is we do have a red flag warning for portions of our region right now. For later this evening and then again Thursday, we have an opportunity for severe storms. It is a low chance, but that opportunity is there. Once we get past that, cooler temperatures on the way. So what I'm going to do, pop up full screen here for you so you can see what is going on outside. You can see that camera shaking. And if you've been outdoors, you know that right now it is windy out there. It is also very warm. In fact, already the warmest temperature we've seen so far in Fargo this year, and we're not done yet. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we're going to warm up to our warmest temperature there right around 5 o'clock. So again, with that in mind, great looking afternoon, great feeling afternoon, as long as you don't mind dealing with some of that wind. So here we go, red flag warning in effect for southern and eastern portions of the region. You can see not including Fargo, but counties south of Cass, we are looking at areas like Fergus Falls, Alexandria, Bemidji, Sisseton, Allendale, among others that are under this red flag warning. This is until 8 p.m. this evening. Southeast wind gust up to 35 miles per hour. And to be honest with you, we've actually seen a couple of wind gusts in some areas above that. So the Weather Service is calling southeast gust to 35. We've seen a little higher than that. Relative humidity as low as 25%. But again, values are a little bit lower in some areas. So here we go. Right now is 83 degrees in Fargo. It is 85 in Sisseton. You see a lot of low, even mid-80s on the board there. 87 in Aberdeen. And where we do not have 80s, we've got 70s. Again, for just about all locations, this is the warmest day we've seen so far this season. Now, tomorrow is going to be warm, not as much so as today. Then we cool things back down, so it'll be at least a couple weeks, if not longer, before we see numbers this warm again. Not that it's going to get all that chilly, but again, just not the 70s, and certainly, I should say, not the 80s. Take a look at our wind speed. Now, again, wind gusts, some are exceeding 35 miles per hour right now. Fargo, wind gust of 44 out there. You see sustained wind at 24. Fergus Falls, gust of 37. Alexandria, gust of 37. So again, we've got 30s, we've got mid-30s, even a mid-40 up there as far as the wind speed. It is dry. Fuels are very dry right now. You saw how warm the temperatures are. Easy for fire starts when we have this type of weather as dry as it is out there. Check out the humidity values. And again, 18% Bemidji, 19% Wadena, 25% Detroit Lake. So we're finding areas, Thief River, Grand Forks the same, in those low to mid-20s, same as Fargo. So the conditions, the strong wind, the very dry humidity out there, as well as our very warm temperatures, something we're going to keep an eye on here for the next several hours. And it's not just today. Again, that red flag warning does expire 8 o'clock this evening. Humidity values will start to come up. Winds are going to remain strong out there. But on Thursday, we also have the potential for fire weather conditions. So here's what we've got. First alert weather day starting this evening, going through Thursday. Windy, stormy changes. And again, isolated severe storm risk tonight and then again tomorrow afternoon. Also, we talked about that afternoon fire weather. And then overnight, tomorrow night, we start to get cooler. You know, temperatures going to be in the 30s. After seeing highs in the 80s, it is going to feel much colder out there. Severe storm risk for today. And this really does come down to later this evening, overnight. Potential in areas like Jamestown, James River Valley, Ellendale, to get. Now, this is the marginal one area. So what we're looking at here is all the light green. That's showing a potential for thunderstorms, but non-severe. We get into these areas shaded in the dark green. That is where we have that potential. Again, odds are low, but can't rule out a severe thunderstorm. In just 1 second, we're going to take a look at what we expect if we do see these severe storms in terms of impacts out there. Then we jump ahead to tomorrow afternoon. Notice the shift here. Now it is more the eastern portion of our region. One thing we have seen, which is good news, anytime we can shift the severe weather more and more out of our region. Yesterday, that severe weather line, that marginal risk, was headed right, splitting the middle of the region. Now it shifted a little farther to the east. So again, just a marginal risk for tomorrow, where you see the areas in light green. That's, again, risk for maybe a non-severe storm or two. If you're in Devils Lake Basin, you're in James River Valley, we are not concerned with severe storms tomorrow. So again, late Wednesday, Thursday afternoon, what will be the impacts if we do see severe weather? Unfortunately, we cannot rule out tornadoes. However, we will tell you it is highly unlikely that we'll see tornadoes with any severe storm. Again, can't rule it out, but the odds are very low. Hail up to an inch in diameter, wind speeds up to 60 miles per hour. That is more likely with any severe storms. Flooding is very unlikely, so good news there as well. So again, the bigger risks are going to be hail and strong winds should we see any severe storms develop. So here's what we've got this afternoon. As of 4 o'clock, we're expecting about 85 in Fargo, 89 in Siston. I think there are going to be a couple areas that do touch 90 degrees today. We're in late April. That is very unusual for late April in our region. And again, we've got 80s as far north as Park River, Thief River, Foston as well, Park Rapids, Wadena at 85, Jamestown 84. We head to the evening hours. Going to see just a few scattered raindrops here and there, mostly cloudy. But if you're looking for an opportunity to get outdoors, if you're working today, the weather's been so nice the last 3 days now, you haven't had the opportunity to get out and you want to take it, I think it's going to be great tonight. In fact, 83, 8 o'clock, that is certainly mild out there. 84 Hankinson. This may give you an idea with that south wind and clouds. We're not going to cool off very much at all during the overnight hours. We'll get colder Thursday night and Friday morning, but not so much tonight. 11 p.m., focusing on the potential for a shower or two, again, perhaps a thunderstorm or two. We skip through to tomorrow morning, and again, notice if you're heading out the door for work, especially earlier in the morning, if you head out around 5, 6 o'clock to get to work, real good chance you're going to run into some showers, maybe a pocket of heavy rain, and yes, the potential for a thunderstorm is going to be there. By the time we get to 7 o'clock, as of right now, it looks like most of the shower activity is pushed off to the lakes country, and again, embedded within that, we could see some heavier rain, and we can't rule out a little bit of thunder and lightning as well. Notice our numbers at 7 in the morning. Low 60s, mid 60s. It is going to be very mild out there. Don't even need to take the jacket with you when you're heading out to work, although it will be windy. Tomorrow afternoon, again, we see rain showers clear out. In fact, by 2 o'clock, so about this time tomorrow, some areas going to be mostly sunny again, 75 degrees. Again, can't rule out, even though we don't see much on the board right here, cannot rule out a thunderstorm, perhaps severe, during the afternoon in those easternmost areas tomorrow. So what we have is cooler temperatures, still very mild, but cooler where we have those clouds. Then we get to this area with sunshine warming up in the Red River Valley into the mid-70s. Then you've got the cooler air starting to force its way in from the west. So we've got this scenario where cooler temperatures on the flanks of our region, right in the heart of our region. That's where we have those low 70s, mid-70s. Could see a couple raindrops out there as we head into the evening hours, but by and large it is going to be dry. Notice our temperatures finally dropping off there, 30s, 40s, by the time we get to midnight tomorrow night. So tomorrow morning's low temperatures, low 60s, mid 60s. Again, it will be windy, winds out of the south, but it is going to be comfortable if you're one that likes to get up, maybe get an early morning run. Might be dodging some raindrops in some areas, maybe even a lightning strike or two. But we're not seeing that. We're just seeing windy but very mild conditions, so not bad for that morning run. Tomorrow afternoon, we just talked about it here. Let's work our way around the region. 69 Cavalier, this is tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock. 71 Grafton, 72 Grand Forks, Hillsborough. A little bit cooler where that cooler air is starting to push into the region. 56 Harvey, low 60s Devils Lake, Cando, New Rockford, and Carrington. 73 Warren, Thief River, Red Lake Falls. Again, we got 70 Bemidji tomorrow, 71 in Bagley. Tomorrow afternoon, opportunity for a thunderstorm, perhaps a severe storm. Then we head to the south central portion of the region, Red River Valley, mid-70s, low 70s Lakes Country. Again, 60s, 70s, southeast North Dakota and northeast South Dakota. Again, it is going to be windy out there tomorrow, but once again, a warm day. Now we look at Friday, Saturday. Temperatures dropping off. Not bad. If you recall this past weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we saw high temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s. This is much better, just not going to be as warm as what we've seen the last 3 days, and certainly what we're not going to see out there tomorrow. 53, 54 for Fargo. Grand Forks 54, 50. You can see the numbers here. Upper 40s, mid 50s both days. Friday, Saturday, both days, partly cloudy skies. We get to Sunday and Monday. Next weather, Low lifts into the northern portion of the country, rain showers, wet conditions. And we're going to take a look here. You'll notice as we bump through really quickly, this is starting at Friday afternoon. We get to Saturday, could see a couple raindrops, maybe even a snowflake or two Saturday morning. By and large, though, just very hit and miss, isolated at best chances. We get to Saturday afternoon, we're going to get some sunshine. Not bad, just cooler. And then we jump into your Sunday. A breezy day, a couple showers during the morning. For the better part of the day, it's going to be generally dry, but then we start to see a system impact the region. Notice the coverage by 10 o'clock Sunday evening. I think the entire area from Sunday evening through Monday evening, pretty good opportunity to get some rain, maybe even a mix of precipitation. This is Monday morning. Again, several days away, but just want to let you know we're going to start off next week with some rain. Definitely one of those rain jacket mornings on Monday right through the afternoon. So this will be more of a good soaking rain right now, maybe an isolated storm or two. We're not looking at high chance of storms as it stands right now, and that is for Sunday night through Monday. Then we clear things out. So here's a look at our 11-day planner. Again, 75 for tomorrow, first alert weather day for that chance of storms tonight as well. 53. Partly cloudy on Friday, breezy. 54, partly cloudy on Saturday. 55 on Sunday, again rain later in the day, rain on Monday, 51. But we remain in the 50s. We get to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week. It looks dry as it stands right now, mid-50s. By next weekend, we're looking at a couple of upper 50s under partly cloudy skies. So once we get past these next couple of days, today and tomorrow, we're not going to see any 70s, any 80s, maybe even 60s. What we are going to see those comfortable conditions, low 50s, mid 50s, upper 50s. That's slightly below average for this time of year, but not overwhelmingly below average. In fact, it should feel pretty good out there. Again, rain chances. We got storm chances tonight and tomorrow. Once we get past that, Sunday evening through Monday evening, looks like a good opportunity right now to see more of a soaking rain. After that, looks dry. So by and large, a good-looking forecast out there for you. Just plan around those wet periods and certainly that opportunity for storms. Very warm today, very mild overnight tonight, a little muggy. And then tomorrow afternoon, we have the winds. We have that chance for storms, as mentioned, with a high of 75. The weekend, not so bad, so good news there. Hope you have a wonderful afternoon and evening. Just a reminder, this weather update has been brought to you by 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. Have a good one.
There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.